Sharing a segment from the book, A Pathway of Wisdom as You Create Upon Mother Earth. The book is part of a 3-book series received through the gifts of mediumship from Collective Consciousness. Sharing Chapter 10, Loving Oneself with Grace and Ease, read by the author. Why do so many find it difficult to love oneself? Why do so many find such condemnation towards oneself, and where does it come from? Where does it start, the condemning? Where is it found? And why do so many hold on to condemning words placed upon one's being from others, and more often from oneself, with the belief that the others were knowing of one's perceived flaws? The carelessness of others' words can cause a great amount of destruction to one's being, and truly it only causes great amounts of pain if one decides to choose to place truth in the words. What are you holding that isn't true at all? What condemnation towards oneself are you speaking that is just not true? Perhaps you feel it is true, but we assure you, you are perfection underneath layers of human experience. You arrived upon Mother Earth with the grandest light and love to share. You are a creation of divine creation. How can creation be anything less than perfection? We suppose that humans find fault in many things, find fault in divine creation, for just personal views on all God's creatures would show the condemning. We understand it is difficult to see the world through the eyes of Source. It is not an easy task to see the light in all beings. It is not an easy task to see one's own light of grace. Why is that? And the answer, once again, is found within. It is found when one searches for something far greater than beyond experience, beyond life experience. What are you holding on to? Words of condemnation? How are they serving you? Why would one choose to beat upon themselves? Brilliant questions to ponder, and the answer is unique to each being, for there is a great chance that the beating is creating for one feels deserving of. What if all you knew was erased this day? What if you could pretend that you are arriving this very day upon Mother Earth, a blank slate, if you will? What if you decided to see through the eyes of divine creation? What if you could see only the creation without any judgment to any one thing, including oneself? For just ponder, if there was nothing or no one to compare yourself with, would you see the creation without judgment? What if you could see each soul as eternal light? What if you could see your soul as eternal light? Would there be judgment? Would there be condemning? Would there be a separation in human beings? Without comparing, what would you know about yourself? So many condemn one's appearance. Do you think that nature compares appearance? Ponder it. Do you think a dog feels badly because their fur is not shaggy and long? Do you think an elephant would feel badly about his trunk or his grand feet? Do you think the leopard would really want to change his spots? And the answer to all these questions is a resounding no. Creation, when viewed as magnificent creation, has no judgment, has nothing to condemn. Do you think your children would feel less than if they never met another child? Ponder the questions. Feeling badly towards oneself is truly the foundation of difficult travels. Not viewing oneself as divine does not lead to a scenery that one is deeply in search for. Let us expand on the topic of vibration. We have said that all things have an energy, a vibration. This vibration truly carries the emotion or the feeling, if you will. Have you ever walked into a room and you knew there had just been a quarrel among the ones sitting in the room? No words are spoken, but you intuitively knew the vibration of the quarrel, of the haste, of the unkindness. You felt the vibration. Have you entered a room with one person sitting quietly, and you knew in your heart the one was burdened with sorrow and grief? One smiling, letting you know that all was truly well, and you knew the one was trying to cover up one's emotions of heartache. Have you entered a room to feel love from an experience that was between others? Ponder the vibration of all things. One does not have to speak to share one's words. Words spoken are the surface. The emotion in which is held is the depth of the vibration. Having said all this, what is your vibration? What is your vibration of your depth? Are you knowing of your inner grand essence, or are you feeling empty and beaten? What is your vibration? And can you turn the vibration from low energy to loving energy? Notice we did not say low energy to high energy, for ones could have high energy, but it isn't led by love. Anger sums that up perfectly. High energy, explosive perhaps, not loving. So is it possible to turn low energy into loving energy? It is very important you can see the difference in loving energy than high energy. Loving energy is just that, loving energy. And would you agree that loving energy would create more loving energy? Ponder loving energy with great care, with great time and thoughtfulness. For are you loving yourself with divine loving energy? What if you only spoke loving words to yourself and to others, even if they have caused great pain and suffering, heartache and carelessness? What if you approached your reaction with only loving energy? What would your vibration be? What would you be extending outwards to others, to Mother Earth? When one finds loving energy within, one finds the world of one's perfection. We aren't kidding. Loving oneself is such an extraordinary vibration that the world changes for the good. Flowers bloom faster when words of loving energy is expressed. People grow faster in wisdom and truth when one is only exposed to love. Now, we know ones will say, this is truly unreachable if one is walking and living among others. We have shared that all things are possible when one understands of one's creation with divine creation. All things are possible, and loving all while living among all is possible. Ones will say, I cannot love war. I cannot love the cruelty and harshness placed upon others. I cannot find love for any of that. And we will ask, but what if you held and placed forward loving energy towards the cruelty? If all things are vibrating, would your loving energy to the upset, the tragedy, assist in rising the loving energy vibration? And with the vibration, would you not agree that it would be felt just as though one walked into the room? When condemning stops, when judgment towards any one thing stops, and that includes war and killing, that includes cruelty and abuse, when there is loving energy placed towards the lowest of energy, what do you think would happen? Ponder it without judgment. Ponder it without condemnation, for that is what the root is. When there is war, and we are not just speaking war between countries and men, we are also including war among family, war among one's own thoughts and deeds. War can be held within. When one places divine loving energy, the vibration will dissolve the war. If each soul held loving divine energy, thoughts, all at one time, the vibration would change the world. We aren't kidding. It has been proven over and over, time and time again, that healing takes place when loving energy is placed. If there is war, responding with war and anger and harshness only adds to the vibration of war. Ones believe that if they fight the war, it will stop. It is a natural response from conditioning, for the vibration of war will consume one if one does not find the loving energy towards it. If one only speaks unkind words to oneself, there is a war within. There is judgment and condemnation within. There is cruelty within. And the only way to dissolve the low energy is by focusing on only loving divine energy. Love is the answer. We say it time and time again. If you are holding a vibration as you walk upon Mother Earth, what are you contributing? Have you noticed when you are in a very low and off mood, there is a good chance that you will quarrel with another while experiencing this low vibration, low mood? Another is in a bad mood, and you know to leave the one space, for it will only be a matter of time that there will be harshness. You know it intuitively, you know it within, that your light will dissolve the dark feelings and thoughts. We will continue this dialogue, but wanted ones to deeply ponder the vibration of love. It is powerful, powerful beyond measure. It heals the body. Love will heal the body. Love will heal the mind. Love will heal the planet. We aren't kidding. But where do you think it should start? Why leave it to others to set the vibration? You set your vibration to loving energy and watch the world change. Watch your world open to the greatest miracles and grandest possibilities. Things you thought were impossible become possible in a moment's time. Loving energy is the answer to stop all wars, big or small. To stop the war within takes the knowing to bring forth your eternal light, your eternal love for peacefulness, for miracles. The miracle of peace, is it possible? And we know that it is. The miracle of peace within oneself, is it possible? And we know that it is. You have to discover on your own that it is. And the only way to find your treasure of great loving energy is to be loving energy towards all. And you will discover your divine eternal light as you walk your magnificence upon Mother Earth. Thank you for allowing me to share Chapter 10 from the book A Pathway of Wisdom as you create upon Mother Earth. Thank you.